up, you motherfuckers. Hello, hello everyone. I hope you're all well today. I thought we would just do a little bit of a chat. I don't know if I have much to chat about, but here we are. Though I must say, one moment, there is this new coffee I've been looking at. Again, here we are at Onyx. They do tend to be my favorite. Though this is a coffee called Whoosh Whoosh. Which I believe, if I remember the story correctly, it was found in a different place that was not located in Ethiopia, and then was moved there. Though I forget the story. Ah, one moment. There we are. I forgot to put myself in. There we are. Just had to fix that real quick. Let's see. This is the first arriving coffee of the 2022 harvest from our friends at Catalyst Coffee. Which I think would be much like the rest of the coffee world. Ethiopian coffee has a tumultuous and challenging year between the pandemic, a tense election, and the start of the Tigray War. Sourcing coffee in Ethiopia has presented a unique challenge over the past 3 seasons. Our friends Zil, Emily, and Michael at Catalyst. Let's see, this is the same one. Ah, they used vacuum based coffee, which I would imagine would be things like a siphon pot. Hmm. I would be curious to see. Hmm. I would be curious to see if what device they actually use. Oh well. Catalyst and continue to source amazing coffees and do so with kindness and generosity. At the outset of the season, we faced the fact that we were going through another season of cupping samples stateside and forgot the trip to East Africa due to the pandemic. Instead of sending samples back and forth, we made a trip to Portland, my bad, to visit their new lab. To cup alongside them, we were able to complete our selections for the entire season after 2 intense days of cupping. Coffee from Whoosh Whoosh stood out on the table for the second year in a row, and just so happens that this is conveniently the first to arrive. Check out the paragraph below to hear what Catalyst says about this coffee. But for those who want to read the rest of this, you know what? I will. It is indeed always fun to talk about coffee. Today I made myself an Americano. I tend to find espresso shots perhaps a bit too intense for my taste buds. Though I do enjoy it, I'll still drink it. Just not my go-to. Let us see. Dinkelums, if that is how you pronounce that. Washington Station is one of the most cheerful we got to visit each year. With smiling faces all around, clean facilities, and a well organized production flow. Dinkelum himself is a short, cheerful man who's proud of all he's accomplished in. Oh, give me one moment. Let's turn on the music again, yes? There we are. Accomplished in his partnership with his wife Sophia for the area. Together they are a kind of power couple. She organizes charitable work such as educational sessions for children and food distributions to disenfranchised Keffa people. Kefka is a Final Fantasy villain. And he runs the coffee business in 2 locations, one in Wush Wush and one in Dembira for Washington National why can I not say this word? Natural process. He lives in the town of Wush Wush in a house that seems mostly hallways and surprising corners. Sophia is known for her Kirkly, or lamb stew. What exactly goes in this? Ah, welcome in, Ash. Hope you're all well today. I did not. I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons. Ah. Nice. It would seem that either surprisingly, this recipe does not show up on Google. Perhaps it's a very local dish, which is the best we've ever tasted. It's all savory chunks of stewed lamb so tender it drips off the spoon. They have 6 children who love to play hide and seek with our daughter. Dinkelum is proud to produce mostly very high-end coffee. His Washington Station Wush Wush is 6 years old this season and sits on 2 hectares. How do you say that word? I know it is a very big plot of land. I believe it's 100 acres? I could be wrong about that. With long drying beds stretching to the far reaches of the property, which is bordered by the glorious forest so characteristic of Kaffa. Dinkelum has 4 discs, a guard pulper with 2 repasser discs which receive regular maintenance. The nearby Agam River provides water for washing through the serpentine channels at Dinkelum's washing station. After coffees have been pulped, fermented, and washed, they are placed on the drying beds to reach optimum moisture content. Does it perhaps need to be bigger? Oh, I was correct. The warning for Omori is turned on because we will be playing that slightly later. That did not really seem to help. Unfortunately, the resolution that this is at is unreadable, perhaps. Drying beds are composed of plastic and wire mesh on local tree materials, and parchment is typically dried at a depth of approximately 2 centimeters. The workers at the washing station carefully stir or hand-pack defects and cover the parchment multiple times a day depending on sun or rain. I do not know how to do that. Once they've reached optimal moisture content, the parchment is moved to the storage shed, which is clean and made from sheet metal as customary in the area. Dinklum religiously prohibits shoes, perfume, or any food or beverages in the storage shed. Once he's ready to transport the coffee, Dinklum loads it in trucks and takes it to the warehouse in the nearby Bonga, where it is analyzed by officials and registered with the grade. At that point, it is trucked to Addis Ababa. We've worked with Dinklum Coffee for 5 seasons now. Each year, it delivers characteristic lush fruit and very sweet qualities. But there we are. Let's see, Keffa coffee. Every part of Ethiopian has its own mystique, and the western region of Keffa is no exception. The roads that thread the map are sparse and constantly traveled, giving up the rich scent of red soil they are built from under the tires of Land Rovers and donkey carts. Rolling away from the roads like theater curtains are the fertile patchwork hills that disappear into a soft, misty sky. Puffy trees emerge against the skyline like cotton balls dyed the deepest spring green. A middle-aged woman with a quiet face sits on with one hip cocked, wrapped in her shawl of royal purple, with the toddler plays in the dirt at her feet. Her eyes watch us pass. Behind her is a half-finished hut, showing its caramel-colored skeleton of hand-hewn logs, maybe 5 feet long, closely placed on their ends with a mud and strawing daubing covering them. On the tall central poles placed a yellow plastic jug, upended against the rain. People of Keffa carry their pride in coffee close to the bone. We've all heard the stories. Khaldi, a bored goat hoarder, I don't know why I read that as grandmother. 850 notices goats have extra energy after eating the fruit of a nearby bush, tries some for himself, and thus the coffee ritual is born. Whether that's really how coffee was discovered or not, we do know the legend originates from Kaffa. The very name of our beloved beverage derives from the region in the southwestern highlands of Ethiopia. Ah, I'm not sure I knew that. I knew the story of the goat farmer, but I did not know that it came from this region. Until it was annexed to Ethiopia in 1897, the kingdom of Kaffa thrived on rich trade in ivory, gold, and civet oil. I know what a civet is, but I'm a little unsure what civet oil is. Coffee has been grown in the region from time immemorial, clustering in the lush forest along the forest cardamom, long green peppers, and banana trees. Honey is a large part of Kefka's culture and export, with wooden honey hives called gindo. Hung in the trees in massive consumption, Ethiopian honey, wine, tej. Tea is another famous product, particularly near the lauded Wush Wush village, where this coffee also originates. The Ethiopian government is establishing a new coffee museum in central Kefka, city of Bonga, to celebrate the discovery of coffee in the area. Traditionally in Kefka, coffee is both consumed in the Buna ceremony and rolled in ghee or clarified butter for a high-energy snack, similar to the centuries-old tradition. Additionally, for the curious, the name Kaffa traditionally refers to the geological area, while Kefa refers to the people group. During our recent November 2018 visit to Dinklum's washing station and home, we were trapped in a small hotel in Kafka Administrative Center, Bonga, for 4 days while the Kafka people protested recent social media postings that designated nearby Jimma as the birthplace of coffee. Interesting. What is the Buna ceremony? For some reason that they're not copy and paste. Today we are learning many things. In Ethiopia, coffee is much more than an early morning eye opener. It's a part of cultural life. Not surprising in a country that's been drinking for more than 10 centuries. Even today, Ethiopians consume around half of their annual coffee crop, exporting the rest. Nowhere in is Ethiopia's special relationship with coffee more apparent than its traditional coffee ceremonies, or jebina buna, savored among friends and family, and never ordered on the go. This is coffee at its slowest, strongest, and most sociable. In the last decade, an influx of Western-style coffee shops and increasingly popular macchiato have added a new element to Ethiopia, coffee culture. However, these ceremonies still have an important place in the nation's heritage, and experiencing one is a truly special event. Culture Trip takes a look at Ethiopia's long history of coffee, its traditional preparation process, and its cultural significance in the part of East Africa. Give me one moment. Ethiopia calls itself the birthplace of coffee, but the drink's discovery might have never have happened were it for not a few hungry ghosts and their curious herder Kaldi. At some point in the 9th century, according to local legend, the flock became excitable after grazing an unusual red fruit. Spotting their jumpy behavior, old Kaldi took the berries to a local monastery, where he would promptly burned for fear that the fruit contained the devil. Luckily for coffee lovers everywhere, the monks quickly forgot about this new impending evil once they caught a whiff of the roasting beans. How could something that smelled so good be a sin? Pious minds changed. The monks began preparing the strange fruit with water, eating the berries before drinking the liquid. Suddenly all-night prayers and chanting sessions had never been so easy. Before long, the bean found its way to Turkey by the way of Arab traders. It was here in the 15th century that the drink we know as coffee was brewed into existence. From Turkey, coffee spread through Europe until its caffeine-fueled world domination was complete. Today, coffee is consumed at a staggering rate worldwide, all thanks to a few goats. I am quite fond of this article. I shall share it. No, we were reading this. The coffee ceremony. Essentially rich and notoriously lengthy, the Ethiopian coffee ceremony is not for those in a hurry or with less than a superhuman tolerance for caffeine, but like the drink, it's an experience to be savored. The coffee ceremony begins with the host, always female, spreading an assortment of fresh grasses and flowers on the floor and table. An incense burner, typically filled with the frankincense or sandalwood is lit, filling the air with an intoxicating aroma. Next, raw coffee beans are washed before being roasted thoroughly in a skillet over open charcoal fire. This continues until the beans are black and charred. Often the host will encourage guests to smell the strong beans, holding the pan in front of their eager noses. By now the smell of coffee is mixing with the incense, creating a heady effect. The beans are vigorously ground with a pestle and mortar before being added to the jebena, a special spouted pot containing boiling water. The jebena is placed over the charcoal in order to brew. Once the coffee is brewed, the host carefully pours it into small handleless cups. The cups are filled right to the brim, but not a drop over. and drinking without spilling is an art itself. The coffee is bitter, thick, and potent. Using the same beans, the process is repeated twice more. In between cups, more water is added to replenish the drink. This continues until the ceremony is complete. The whole ritual can take over well an hour. There are a few optional extras that sometimes accompany the ritual. Usually a few heaping spoons of sugar are added to sweeten the coffee, or a small plate of popcorn is served as a side snack. You might also find the local herb rue, Tenem Adam and Aramic, added into the mix, which gives the coffee a refreshing citrus quality. In some rural communities, salt or butter are favored over sugar. So it seems that this ritual is quite... It takes some time, but it seems quite nice. The whole process of roasting the coffee in front of you and then being able to drink it moments later sounds quite nice. Perhaps something I will try myself one day. It does seem quite fascinating. Besides its beautiful presentation, the ceremony has a strong social and cultural element to it. The 3 cups seems tricky, perhaps. Let us see. The 3 cups each have a distinctive role in the ritual. Arbo, the first, is the strongest cup. Cup number 2, or Tona, is milder after the second brewing, and the final cup, Bereka, holds the most importance as it signifies a blessing. In some Ethiopia's more traditional households, particularly in rural areas, the ceremony takes place at least 3 times a day. In all, that's a sleep-shattering 9 cups of coffee. Even I don't think I could handle that much caffeine. When I first came to Earth and I tried coffee for the first time, I was up for 4 days straight. Oh, please do. I hope it goes well. First and foremost, though, the ceremony is an act of hospitality. For new acquaintances, the ceremony is welcoming in a form of respect. Among friends and family, it's a way of catching up or reconnecting. After 3 cups of Ethiopian coffee, there's never a shortest conversation. While the richest experiences undoubtedly occur in the Ethiopian home, it's become increasingly common to find coffee ceremonies, albeit condensed versions, in cafes all over the country, from Addis Ababa to Axum. Sometimes the cafes are nothing more than a tent on the side of the road, decked out with small plastic stools and the traditional coffee set. Addis Ababa's best cafes, Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa, is home to some of the best coffees in the country. Local tour company Go Addis shares 3 of the best cafes at which to experience the authentic feeling for Ethiopia's special coffee culture. Kintega Bowl, I hope that is how you pronounce that. The flagship restaurant of the Kekna? I'm unfamiliar of how to pronounce words in this language. It's located on the corner of Airport Road and Ring Road Bull Millennium. Offers a bit-sized version of the coffee ceremony in slick Japanese-inspired surroundings. Huh. Very fascinating. Let us see. Anthony Bourdain fans will recognize it from parts unknown. The coffee ceremony takes place in the corner by the bar, hidden away. Just follow the scent of incense. Despite I'm just going to come to terms that I do not know how to pronounce this. It's good old nostalgia that brings the punters in for a brew. The place feels like home to many Ethiopians now in Addis. Addis? I'm unsure if the second D is pronounced. Many places tend to mix their coffee, and not always with good products, but the coffee here is always good quality. People like to catch up with their friends here, even if they've eaten somewhere else. Now here's Shiro, Gurji, tucked away at the bottom of the Sunshine apartment block in the up-and-coming Gurji district. This no-frills local favorite is as close to the traditional coffee ceremonies you're likely to find in Addis. Like many vendors, business owner Macdis rents a space in the restaurant, roasting the coffee beans over charcoal in a small metal pan. The coffee is known for its shiro, a sort of chickpea stew, which Christian Orthodox Ethiopians eat during their fasting days. It's Mekdes roasting preference, however, that keeps people coming back for more. I roast the coffee to medium, which retains more of the caffeine and gives you better coffee. I am quite fond of medium roast myself. At least personally. I find dark roast to be... I'm not quite a big fan of the burnt. It depends. I do like this one coffee that has a flavor note of burnt sugar, which is quite good. But on the other hand, it's one of the very few dark roast I enjoy. On Wednesdays and Fridays, fasting days, I go through 3.5 kilos of coffee each day. On average, I'm selling 100 cups of coffee a day, she says. Good. I hope that is profitable. Tea Root Additional Coffee. A coffee-themed John Lennon poster, complete with espresso spectacles and roasted bean hair, welcomes visitors into this quaint and quirky cafe, a popular one with Adidas night owls. The cafe is one of the few places in the city that stays open 24 hours a day. It's this fact, as well as the excellent coffee, that keeps it busy around the clock. Along with plumes of fragrant incense, owner Tiru roasts the coffee on a traditional flat pan. It might as well be the best smelling cafe in Addis. I choose my coffee very well and prepare it very carefully, washing it by hand before roasting, says Tiru. The coffee is carefully selected from Jima and Wolega regions, both of which are famed for their coffee. This cafe is a mainstay. Let's say this was quite enjoyable. You do learn something new every day. Bit of a rabbit hole we went down, but educational nonetheless. But for those who might possibly be joining us just now, if you would like to read it, it is on the Bird app, and it is also in the chat below. Quite a fascinating, and I hope to possibly experience it one day. Well then, it's been roughly 30 minutes since the cafe opened. Shall we move over to the game screen and play some Omori? We will head over there. Give me one moment. Ah, here we are. Let us What up, Omori, yes? I do remember that we were in a underground area of some sorts. And Sweetheart was down there, which we've heard plenty about. One moment. And there we are. Hopefully that looks good. Hopefully everything is... Hopefully everything sounds well. If you do need me to turn something up, please do not hesitate to ask. Turn something up or turn something down. Ah, hello, strange-looking sprout moles. Are you here to see Sweetheart's Quest for Hearts? If so, you've come to the right place. This sold-out extravaganza spectacular will be starting very shortly. Wait a second. I know this show. We have front row show tickets for it. Ah, I can see it now. A dazzling epic tale about the hardships of romance. Heartbreak, betrayal, desperation, loneliness. Oh, the drama. This is going to be fun. I can't wait to be swept off my feet. I don't know. I guess it looks interesting. But now doesn't seem like the right time. But you promised we could earlier. Please, hero. We should at least check it out. Please, 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 please. Well, alright. Hopefully this won't take too long. If I may have your show tickets, please. Yes, yes, of course, Mr. Sproutmole, sir. We have our tickets right here. Aubrey reached into your pocket and took out the show tickets. Here you go, Mr. Sproutmole. Oh my. I can't believe my eyes. These are front row tickets. You all must have made some great sacrifices to be here today. I applaud you. Forgive me for calling you strange looking earlier. At a second glance, you are four of the most normal looking sprout moles I have ever seen. Please enjoy your front row seats, fellow normal looking sprout moles. I must say I'm quite fond of the humor in this. Ah, what a fancy looking door. Ah, give me one moment. Wow, look at this huge stage. It's just as amazing as I imagined. Let us take our seats. It looks like the show is about to start. Are you ready to take your front row seats? We have to think of it as seeing a play of sorts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode of Sweetheart's Quest for Hearts. Before our show, we wanted to take a moment to honor the life of someone who has been an inspiration to us all. Our beloved leader, Ye Old Sprout. He was truly the father that none of us deserved. Let us have a moment of silence in memory of him. May he rest in peace. I believe that is the mole we had to defeat. I'll say yesterday, but yesterday in game and not yesterday as in yesterday. And now, on to the show. Last time on Sweetheart's Quest for Hearts, our favorite princess once again failed to fall in love with any of the eligible bachelors. This time, we've rounded up 3 new very attractive contestants. Will one of them be able to capture Sweetheart's heart? Let us reveal them now. Contestant number 1 is a local of Sprout Mole Village. He's coming in at 3 feet tall. His favorite food is tofu. He has a huge collection of plastic flamingos and enjoys long walks through narrow tunnels. Give it up for contestant 1. Contestant 2 is, yup, you guessed it, also a local of Sprout Mole Village. Careful, he's coming in hot at 3 feet and 1 whole inch. His hobbies include walking, running, and crawling. His favorite color combination is brown and green, and he spends his weekends rolling around in dirty laundry. Spicy. Give it up for contestant number 2. And now for something completely different. Contestant number 3 comes all the way from Outer World. It's just like he fell out of the sky. Literally. According to him and us, that makes him a catch. Give it up for Snaily. Oh, poor Snaily. And now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Dim the lights, please. She admits beauty. She exudes grace. She truly has the most I don't even know that word, face. Yes, you know who we're talking about. She's all that amazing and wonderful, and she's just about to set foot on this very stage. Please give a big warm welcome to the one, the only, the magnificent Sweetheart. Did somebody just get struck by lightning? Oh no, there's a blackout. Now what do? I have to know what happens next. Let's wait it out. I'm sure the Sprout Moles will get the power back on in no time. Help, we don't know what to do. Help, we don't know what to do either. Help, help. Well, maybe we should look around just in case. Now, if I were the builders of a Sprout Mole village, where would I put the power? Well, I guess the blackout affected all of Sprout Mole village too. Hero, what do we do now? Don't worry, Aubrey. This is where my handyman expertise comes into play. In cases like this, we should probably be looking for some kind of backup generator. Well, I can tolerate tomatoes in some certain dishes. I don't know how I feel about eating raw tomatoes. That sprout mold has a lot of leaves. Do you think when they measure sprout molds that their stems were taken into account? Ah, that is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I believe that is. I do believe that was my first game over, if not my second. I am trying to figure out if perhaps the roots are. Ah, good, we were able to escape. I was about to say that seems to be a bit of a losing battle there. Though also at the same time, there is an anvil above him. Ah, maybe he's meant to be very hard. I guess that also works. Though we are going to go back up to heal ourselves. Perhaps explore around a little bit more. Though if I had to guess, it would. The generator should be somewhere down there. Hey, you there. You creatures seem like well-seasoned travelers. Could you help me out? My brother lives in a sproutable colony in Otherworld. I want to send him a care package, but I'm afraid of getting lost. Would you be able to deliver this for me? Thank you, strange creatures. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Here you go. I know I accepted 2 side quests last time, but not quite. I do not remember what they are. Ah, welcome. You must be here to learn about the best culinary feats in sliced bread. Tofu. Ceased magnifique. Here's your tofu trivia for the day. It takes 12,672 blocks of tofu lined up and in lengthwise to equal 1 mile. If you wish to know more about the amazing and majestic tofu, feel free to talk to me again. Look at me. I am truly the most beautiful sprout mole, am I not? Never hurts to have tofu on you at all times. I know I've gotten out of plenty sticky situations with tofu. Hello, sir or madam. Would you be interested in purchasing some fine tofu? It'll cost you exactly 1 clam. Thank you for your patronage. Tofu, I know, doesn't. Tofu heals 5. That might not be bad to get some tofu for outside of combat. Now we will sit here for the next few minutes and continuously buy tofu until our pockets are stuffed with tofu. Thankfully for me with my tentacles, I can carry things with them. So I'd like to believe I could carry more tofu than your average human. Oh, it's a joke. We can write it down in the joke book. It's so hard to get a good night's sleep lately. If only I had something to make the experience of sleeping more comfortable. I don't know if that is a reference to something. Ah, another number one sweetheart fan. Sprout moles, while intelligent, also are very obsessive creatures. As you can see, I lack any semblance of self-control. Pick up the pace, boys. We must make haste. We're trying our best, Warden. This is as fast as we can go. Why isn't it working? I feel sick. Keep running, moles. Nothing gets done without a little sweat. The wires and plug in the outlet. Plug it in. Have we fixed the... Oh, yes we did. What did I say, moles? Hard work pays off. Now keep on running. Oh, he was the first of all. I wonder if we'll get any stat boost from this. Ah, that was on me to click a button. Let us head back to the show for now. Well, I would like to explore that area with the plant creature we dropped that anvil on. We will have to wait. And you are? Someone please help me. I'm in need of a handsome young gentleman. You, yes. You there in the striped pants. You magnificent beast. Yes? Oh, you look like you'll do just fine. Huh? Wow, why thank you, I don't know what to say. Please, kind sir, will you help out a poor lowly mole? I am desperately in need of your service. Well, since you asked so nicely, how can I refuse? Thank you, young lad. You are too generous. Please, come this way now, Chop Chop. Oh, wait, hold on. Can my friends come too? Oh, yes, your friends. You're all here to see Sweetheart's quest, yes? If so, we will meet again soon enough. Now come, sir, we must make haste. Time is short. Hero left the party. I would imagine it would be because of the other person got struck by lightning and disintegrated. Greetings, Sweetheart fans. We must apologize for the short intermission. We'll come back to our regularly scheduled program. During the break, we regret to inform you that a tragic accident occurred right here on this very stage. It is at this time we announce the sudden loss of contestant number 3. We will remember him fondly for the few seconds that we got to know him. One moment. He was a truly unique and irreplaceable soul. But the show must go on. Please give a warm welcome to our new contestant number 3. Hailing all the way from the vast forest, it's our hero in shining armor. Get this, guys. He was a real hunk, standing in at a whopping 5'7". His passions include baking, cooking, and cleaning. And if that doesn't sound like the perfect man, check out his killer smile and mild personality. And now, once again, it's time to introduce the star of the show. Dim the lights, please. She admits beauty. She exudes grace. She truly has. Still don't know how to read that word. Face. Yes, you know who we're talking about. She's all that is amazing and wonderful, and she's just about to set foot on this very stage. She's the one, the only, the magnificent. We finally meet Sweetheart. An excellent entrance, my liege. Ah, yes, it is me. Hello, my stupid adoring fans. We love you, sweetheart. You're the best. Sweetheart, we have brought you three the best bachelors in the world onto the stage. Will today be the one that one of them steals your heart? Let's start with some questions. One thing that Sweetheart values most in a companion is complete and absolute obedience. Do you, contestant number 1, agree to pledge your allegiance to Sweetheart for the rest of your life? Contestant number 1, what is your answer? Sure. I don't know. I guess. Playing hard to get, I see. What do you think about that response, Sweetheart? Just 3 feet tall? My, that is much too short. Send him off to the dungeon. Hey, what did you say? The dungeon? I would imagine that probably is not a pleasant place to be. Now on to contestant number 2. We ask you the same question. There's no right or wrong answer, just answer truthfully. Contestant number 2, will you pledge your allegiance to Sweetheart for the rest of your life? Well, if that means I won't get sent to the dungeon. My word, this one, his very being offends me. Take him away, boys. Contestant number 3. Looks like you're the last one standing. I'll ask you the same question one more time. Again, no pressure at all. Do you, hero, agree to pledge your allegiance to Sweetheart for the rest of your life? Well, no. That doesn't seem fair at all. Why would I do that? My, this one. He's absolutely immaculate. Could it be his Sweetheart in love? What an exciting turn of events. This must be fate. A match made in heaven. Wait, I just said... yes. Yes, you'll do just fine. Now, what was your name again? It's Hero. Hero? My hero. We must go to my chambers at once. Guards, I have chosen my suitor. Take him away. Guys, please do something. Whoa, Hero's gonna marry Sweetheart. I didn't see that one coming at all. Kel, what are you saying? We have to help him. What do you want me to do about it? I don't want to go to the dungeon. Kel, you're so useless. Hero, you have to reject Sweetheart. It's time, Hero. Your princess awaits. I don't think she's going to listen to me. Okay, I'll try. Excuse me, Sweetheart. Ma'am. Yes, my lovely hero. How I yearn for the sound of your sweet voice. Say my name again. Well, that's so nice of you. I mean... Why do I have to do this? I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm not interested. Why, whatever do you mean, my prince? This is all really flattering and all, but you know, we only met just a few moments ago, and... Well... I have to reject your, offer? Oh, pish posh. Don't be silly, hero. You've I've never heard anything sillier. It's true. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I don't want to marry you. I am not quite sure if I like where this is going. This this is preposterous. No, this is blasphemy. You dare reject Sweetheart? Everyone loves Sweetheart, you hear me? Everyone. Send him off to the dungeon. Hey, stop right there. You can take Hero, he belongs to us. What's this now? What is a non-Sweetheart fan doing in the audience? Ah, I see. You must be Heroes fans. The nerve of you lot. First you make a fool out of me, then you interrupt me during my own show. I am the one who makes the rules around here. Gods, take them away. Now you've done it, Aubrey. Oh man. Now we're all stuck in the dungeon. Sorry, guys. It's my fault that we're all in this mess. No, it's not, Hero. No one could have predicted that. No one could have predicted that would happen. You fools. Don't you recognize me? Ah, Rosa. It's me, Rosa. The #1 Sweetheart fan in the world. I told you that you'd all pay for crossing me. I was wondering why the bow looked familiar. Curses, we've been bamboozled. I should have known that you were behind this, Rosa. It's true what they say. Revenge is sweet. Now rot, you peons. Rot in the dungeon forever. Dang it. How are we ever going to get out of here? We'll find a way. Come on, guys, let's think about this. Where do we even start? It's like they'll leave the gate unlocked. Would they? They left the gate unlocked. No, I will return shortly. I have returned. Now let us go back to. I believe we must go from cell to cell. To avoid this guard, though I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhat easy too. This is not fruit punch, you say? I wanted to go and look at these photos, but I'm guessing that is not an option. Ah, I see. Aha, these are just sprout bowls with weapons taped to them. It's quite amusing. Oh no, they have names. I don't think I really need to put too much thought into fighting a sprout mole. That was a little bizarre. I could not. I'm going to hope that mashing A through this fight will be sufficient enough. I also hope that means that the. Nope. I was hoping that the person who is Harold, this one is named Harold. I was hoping Harold would lose its aggro. There we are. Let us see. Give me one moment to adjust a few things. This is better. I did see that on the Xbox app they added a few of the Wolfenstein games. Oh. I was going to heal. Though I should be fine. I will heal Kel. Kel should probably be the designated healer from now on. Just because... Just because of the speed bonus he has. Well, I shouldn't say speed bonus, he has a high speed stat. I am perhaps slightly confused of what to do. We are finding plenty of tofu. Nourishment. I guess we can change the soundtrack of the dungeon. It is very not as menacing as it once was. Ah. As all after countless failures, I've almost made my escape. All I need to do is find the exit. Perhaps there's a... I will say I am slightly confused. Ah, that is, a bit more damage than I thought it would be able to do. Hopefully we can get through this without, incident. I will say it will get probably slightly annoying that these enemies keep respawning. I must find another trapdoor of sorts. Though I am... Ah, perhaps she will hit the button for us. Oh no. There you go. Now come enjoy... Come here and enjoy a nice picnic with me. I promise you'll feel better right away. Oh yes, pickles. Would you like to eat some? I will say pickles are quite delicious. I will perhaps play for another 30 minutes or so. We'll go up that later and later. We will go that ladder. We will go up that ladder in a moment. Ah. I was unsure of which one that dropped. I'm sorry, but that was quite hilarious. We have a new letter. I'm quite curious if, I unfortunately ran into the button there. Hero grew to 13 and learned fast food. X first healing a friend for 40% of their heart. I would like to try fast food and see how that works. It acting first is, I imagine, would be quite helpful. Look there. We're finally at the exit. Woohoo! Freedom at last. Let's get out of here. I never want to see a Sprout Bowl again in my life. I have a feeling we will see mini Sprout Bowls. Halt, prisoners. Did you really think you could escape that easily? It's back to the dungeon for you four. Darn, we were so close too. Uh-oh, what do we do now? Think, hero, think. Come on, how do we get out of this? Oh, I got it. I apologize. On the contrary, Sir Knight, I think you have mistaken us for someone else. Yes. I don't know why I find those masks so funny. Don't be so quick to judge. We are Sprout Moles, indubitably. Oh, indeed, yes, quite. I am also a lover of tofu and sweetheart. Delicious sweetheart. I mean tofu. Egad, my eyes must have deceived me. I apologize, brethren. It is rather hard to see through this helmet. Very well, carry on then. I will resume my patrol. You lot ought to return to your stations as well, lest our dear sweetheart notices. Do we really have to keep wearing these, hero? Mine is getting kind of itchy. Yes, Kill, we should keep them on until we are out of here. Come, let's move. The statue is made of crystallized tears of Sweetheart's enemies. Princess Ghost looks around aimlessly as if lost. It would also seem that the footprints that symbolize that a keycap is nearby. Ah, I was not aware this was a movie theater. Ah, it is almost not. More of a infomercial than anything else. Um, that is I was unsure why they rolled for initiative, but still funny nonetheless. This game does have a very good sense of humor. Let us heal, but we will heal with Kel and hope for the best. Ah, there we are. I guess in a situation like this where enemies seem to be attacking first, we should use that new hero ability we got. And this is seemingly a library of some sort. What is this? Looks like. Well, it's been a while since I've seen you before. It's no good again, I presume. Have you learned your lesson after venturing out of the tunnels? Next time you won't be so lucky. If I had to guess that this was a librarian of some sort, But this librarian does look like a bit of a sock monkey. If you... I am going to run. I did not mean to run into him. I'm slightly unsure what that did, throwing the clam in the fountain. Oh, a familiar friend. One moment. And some sort of music hall. No. This won't do at all. You went center left, you call that singing? My cousin's plastic flamingo sings better than you. I don't think I can't see you in the back row dozing off during the course. Pull yourselves together, or sweetheart will throw us to the dungeon. You'll need a hand. We're professional helpers here at your service. Oh, thank goodness, professionals have arrived. We must absolutely have the choir ready before Sweetheart's main event, but there simply isn't enough time. You see, we Sprout Bulls have become very sleepy when listening to music, so as you can imagine, the choir keeps putting itself to sleep. I'm afraid we may have to resort to alternative methods to keep them all awake. I see. Not to fear, dear fellow Sproutmo. I know exactly what you're talking about. You do? Thank goodness we're saved. I should have expected as much from professionals. I'll handle this, good sir. You can trust me. He will come back. I'm mainly looking for a place to save because I need to wrap up soon. Though I'm guessing the fastest way to save would be back down here. Ah. Apparently I found that stuffed toy that somebody was looking for. But yes, that is where I will call it for today. Let us head back to Cafe Nocturne, shall we? And here we are. Bit of a shorter opening today. With Omori, I feel like it's better for me to take my time. For some reason, when it comes to RPGs, I can't find myself for playing them hours at a time. At least some of them. But yes, thank you everyone who stopped by today. I appreciate every single one of you, whether you be lurking or in chat for a while. But yes, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I shall be off, and I shall try to be active on the Discord server. But have a fantastic day, everybody, and I will talk to you all later. This week I will try and release a proper schedule.